Hello and welcome to another episode of Yoga Stories from Dragon Bunny Books with Leanne. I am Leanne and I'm ready for some yoga, and I hope that you are too. Wherever you are, come on down to the floor. Make yourself at home in your body and in your skin and in your room or outdoors, wherever you are. Just come on down to the floor. It's so nice to just get low to the ground and just to chill out for a few minutes to warm up before we do our story. No shoes or socks required, nothing fancy. As long as you're wearing comfortable clothes, then you should be just right. Sitting up really tall though when you get there. So feeling into the parts of your body that are touching the ground or the earth or the yoga mat or the blanket or the towel. And then from there, just feeling yourself growing taller, taller, taller until the top of your head is reaching up to the heavens and your sits bones or your bottom are reaching down into the earth. That feels kind of good in my body. I hope it feels good in your body too. Just check in. Check in with how you're doing right now. One hand on your heart, one hand on your tummy. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And when you breathe out, just let go of any stress, any worries, anything that may be troubling you today in the back of your mind or in the front of your mind and in your whole body. Yoga is a time to chill and relax. So we are going to feel great together today. Let's start with a washing machine pose. So pretend you have something to wash. Maybe it's your clothes, maybe it's an idea, something you want to switch up. This is going to get the juices flowing. One hand on your shoulder, other hand on your shoulder, and get your shoulders round to begin with, and keep breathing deeply and forward. All right, put in the laundry detergent and get ready to wishy-washy your worries away. So like this, wash, 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 wash. Keep breathing. Wash, twist, and wash, 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 and twist and freeze on one side and breathe in deeply. And come back to center, both hands back on your shoulders and twist to the other side. When you breathe out and hold it there, it's like squeezing out a sponge. And come back to center and shake out your hands. Shake out all those worries. Shake out your shoulders. Shake out all those worries. Let's come onto our hands and knees for a little spinal flexion. Spine is very important. It holds us up. So we need to make sure that our spine is strong and gets a lot of movement every day. So let's flex our spine, look up. We like to call this cow pose, and sometimes if you were a cow and you got hungry and you wanted to eat grass, you would lower your elbows down and munch some grass and come back up. And then you can roll your spine the other way, whoop, and become a cat. We sometimes call this a Halloween cat because it's very round. And you can have a tail if you want to swish your tail side to side and come back to neutral spine, flat back or table pose. Tuck your toes under, breathe in deeply, and let's become a balancing table. Imagine you have, let's say, a teacup on your back. See if you can keep your teacup from spilling. Count of 1 and count of 2. You've got it, and release. Very good. Keep your toes tucked. This time we're going to lift our hips up into downward dog. Breathe in, look up, and when you breathe out, lift your hips up and keep your knees nice and bendy to start. Bend and straighten and relax your head, neck, and shoulders. And here in downward dog, tell me what the dog says. I can hear you barking from here a little louder. Tell me what the dog says. Woof is the right answer. I knew you knew that. Lift up one leg and shake it and wag that doggy tail and breathe. And lower it down. Lift up the other leg and wag that doggy tail and breathe. And come on back down, all the way down. Are you ready for some yoga with a story? I think we are warmed up and ready to go. We have a big story for you today. So without any further waiting, I'll dive right into it. This is a story about a bunny who went on an epic adventure. But the story doesn't start with the bunny. I'll tell you who the story really starts with. It starts with the majestic eagle. A long time ago, in a faraway land, there was a majestic eagle who was the ruler of the universe. Let's stand up and practice eagle pose. So bring your feet together, and to be an eagle, it's a balancing pose. So let's start wiggling our toes and getting ready for balancing on one leg. Pick one leg, any leg, and take a deep breath in as you bring that leg up. And then try the other leg. Take a deep breath in and bring it up. And release. Excellent. All right, so whichever leg you feel like you want to start being an eagle on, you can find that leg and lift it up. And we're going to wrap the bent leg around the standing leg. Now remember, in yoga, sometimes we lose our balance and topple over, and that's so fine. That's so fine. So just see what you can do here. Do your best. That's all we ask you to do. And then take your arms and wrapping one arm under the other, we're going to lift up our elbows, lower into our yoga pose, take a deep breath in, and here you are. The majestic eagle in the story lived at the top of a huge mountain. Release your arms, release your legs, and come into mountain pose. Open your chest, be a strong, beautiful, powerful mountain, gathering all the strength from your feet to the tippy top of your head, the crown of your head. And just tuck your chin a little bit. Breathe in here with me. Now we tried eagle on one leg, so we need to give the other leg a turn. So find your balance on the other leg. And come a little bit bendy. Get ready to wrap it around, and don't forget to bring the breath. Wrap it, lower, take your arms, same thing, wrap them, and lift your arms up and strong and steady, staring straight ahead, and don't forget to breathe. So the eagle lived at the top of an amazing, majestic mountain. The eagle was the ruler of the world. Release your eagle arms and your legs. On the top of that mountain lived many creatures, and the eagle loved them all. In fact, the eagle loved the creatures in the entire world. Tiny creatures, big creatures, everybody. The eagle decided when the sun should come up, so raise your arms up and be the sun, and when the sun should go down, lower flat back all the way down to the earth. Do it again every day. Sun rose, thanks to the eagle. Sun set, thanks to the eagle. One more time, let me hear you breathing your sun all the way up. Beautiful. And breathe your sun all the way down, down, down. And nod your head yes, and shake your head no at the bottom. And slowly rolling all the way back up. I said eagle loved all of the creatures, and that is true. But there was one creature that had a very special place in eagle's heart. It was eagle's most special friend, in fact. Come on down with me and let's practice rabbit pose. Here we are in a nice low squat. So I want you to spread your feet so that your knees feel comfortable. Come as low as you can, however it works in your body. And if you can, from your low squat, bring your hands into your heart. This is rabbit pose for today. And pressing into your feet, lifting the crown of your head to the sky and breathing. So rabbit and eagle were amazing friends. Come out of the pose and come onto your knees. And they used to do everything together. Sometimes eagle would take rabbit for amazing flight in the sky on his amazing wings. Sometimes they would go hopping in the forest together. Rabbit would show eagle around. They did everything together. They were such good friends. But one day something changed. Eagle said, "Rabbit, it is time for you to leave the great mountain." Rabbit was terrified. "I don't want to leave the mountain. I love it here. This is my home, and you're my best friend. What will I do without you?" Eagle said, "Trust me. I am a good friend, and I've never led you astray. But I need you to take all of the peace and friendship and healing joy and love from this mountain that I've given to you and share it with the world." "With the world? What's the world?" said Rabbit. "Leave the mountain, go down to the village, and find out." The next day, Rabbit listened to what Eagle said and traveled down the mountain. La 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 into the village. And there in the village, Rabbit found many children playing. And he went to the children right away and said, I was sent by the great eagle, the ruler of the universe. I was sent to spread my peace, love, friendship, and joy to the world. Can we play together? And you know what the children said? What do you mean? You are not sent from the great eagle. You're just a bunny. I'm not going to play with you. And they threw rocks at the poor bunny. Bunny went off crying. And in the forest, Bunny heard the sound of something crying. It was a chicken who was sitting on some eggs. And the bunny said, why are you crying? Why are you crying, chicken? My eggs won't hatch. I've been trying for days and my babies are stuck inside, said the chicken. Well, Bunny thought and felt something in his heart and said, well, I think I can help you. And Bunny felt something stirring in his heart. And just then, won't you know, the eggs hatched into chicks, baby chicks. We are going to hatch ourselves just like these chicks that got hatched 4 times. So take a deep breath in, bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. You start off as an egg. Tuck your nose into your knees, and when you're ready to breathe out, you're going to open your egg and hatch. And again, breathe in, hatch. And again, breathe in, hatch. One more time, breathe in, and hatch. It worked. The chicken was so happy that they followed Bunny, the chicks and the chicken followed Bunny on their next adventure. Here we go. La 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 la. La 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 la. Just then, they heard the sound of weeping again. It was a pigeon who had a broken wing. Let's come into our pigeon pose. Starting off on our hands and knees with a nice flat back. Breathe in. Bring your knee into your chest and bring it forward. And be a pigeon with a broken wing. So you can lower down and feel what it's like to be a pigeon in your body, stretching your hip, breathing, and lift up one wing and roll it around, and the other wing and roll it around. Now, Bunny did not like the sound of the crying pigeon. Come back up onto your knees again and give the other leg a try. Bring that knee into your chest and then all the way forward. So Bunny used the healing powers that they didn't even know that they had to fix that pigeon's wing. So rotate your wing around again. It's starting to feel much better on the other side. And come all the way up. And come back to crisscross yoga sauce. Pigeon was amazed. I can't believe you've helped me. My wing's been hurting for days. And just then, Pigeon, Chicken, and the chicks all went together on their next adventure. La 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 la. They came to a rushing river, water flowing everywhere. Lift your arms up. Breathe your arms up and roll your river down towards your toes. Do it again. Rushing, rivery waterfall. So beautiful, but so hard to cross. One more time, breathe it in. And lower it down. Well, Bunny did have very interesting powers. And Bunny said, follow me. And they all got into an amazing, magical boat. Lift up your arms and lift up your legs, and here we go. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Whoa! Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Take a deep breath in here and bring your boat all the way down. They crossed the river and they made it to an island. Now, on this island, there were not very many creatures, except for one lonely, lost butterfly. This butterfly saw the bunny and the pigeon and the chickens and the chick chicken and the chicks and said, "Help me, I've lost my way. I have no family. I have no friends. All my butterfly family are not here on this island." And do you know what Bunny said? "Come with us. We're going to be having a great tea party, and you are welcome to join and be a part of our exciting crew." So the butterfly followed along. Bring your feet together and let's be a butterfly, just like in the story. We start off lost, and then we feel much better because we have found new friends here. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out, and see if you can lower your nose close to your toes as you stretch and breathe and feel into this pose in your body. Everything was going well. They were just about to make it to the tea party when they met this very sneaky, suspicious mouse who looked at them all and said, "Where are you going? What are you doing? I don't believe in bunnies who think they were sent from the great eagle." Come into mouse pose with me. A mouse is very small, so tuck your body as teeny tiny as you can make it. And breathe. The mouse may have been small, but he had a very loud voice, and he was shouting now and said, "Prove it! Prove that you were sent by the great eagle. I don't believe you, and I think you're just silly and a liar." Well, Bunny said, how do you think all things come to be? Come into seed pose. How do you think a seed becomes a flower? How do you think a seed becomes a tree? Standing up into tree pose. Find your balance on one leg and breathe in all the amazing power and strength sent to the tree by the great eagle. And release that leg and try the other leg and breathe in all the amazing power and strength sent by the great eagle. This got the mouse thinking, it's true. There is a great power to the universe, and they all look very convincing. So Mouse decided to join the incredible tea party. Come on into your flat back pose for one final yoga pose today. Come onto your hands and knees into table pose and imagine a beautiful hot pot of tea with many, many cups to serve all the friends who just gathered around the great table for a lovely feast. Delicious. And come on back. I like to hold a pretend cup of tea in my palm of my hand and hold the other one and smell the tea. It smells delicious. Mine is mint. It's hot, blow it out. Now take a sip. Beautiful. I hope that you enjoyed this very fun imaginary story about the great eagle whose best friend was the rabbit or the bunny. And I hope that you keep practicing those yoga poses and keep on breathing. And you can always find more yoga stories if you are interested in having a little bit of playful yoga stories fun at dragonbunnybooks.com. But for today, I'm so proud of you for choosing this yoga story to do. There were so many other things you could have done with your time, but you did yoga. And for that, I'm proud of you. See you soon. Bye for now.